Hello everyone, welcome to Yoga Upload. I'm Maris Aylward. Today's class is a total body Vinyasa flow yoga class. I recommend this for more intermediate and advanced yoga students because there is minimal instruction in most of the poses, so you should already be familiar with the common yoga postures and the Vinyasa sequence. We do a little bit of everything in this one to enhance our strength, flexibility, and balance. Forward folds, back bends, twists, side stretches, full body and core strengthening with our planks and our chaturanga variations. And we also work on inversions here, dolphin pose and headstand. Now, if you've never done headstand before or you're just starting to approach the pose, I highly recommend that you watch my tutorials first on yoga inversions. There you'll learn instructions for dolphin pose and headstand. We always want to be safe in our practice. Now, if you choose to not practice headstand or any of the other postures today, that's okay. I always give you options and modifications so you can work at the pace and the intensity that is right for you. Try this out, let me know what you think in the comments section, and if you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos. Always check the description box below so you have all the information that you need about this class and the channel. As always, just do what you can, rest when you need to, and enjoy your practice. Let's start. Begin in child's pose. Observe the breath. Enjoy the inhale and the exhale. Let the slow and steady rhythm of your breath calm you down and help you focus. This is your time for yourself. Be fully present in the body. Set your intention for your practice today, a word or a short phrase that will guide you and inspire you in your practice. Begin your Ujjayi breathing if that's comfortable for you. Stay in child's pose but turn the palms up. Notice any changes in the upper back, the shoulders, and the sides of the body. Turn the palms down again and come up to hands and knees. Let's warm up with cat-cow. Inhale, lift the tailbone up, drop the belly, look forward. Exhale, curl the tailbone round your back and push the floor away. Again, inhale, lift the tailbone, arch the back. Exhale, round your spine, relax the head. Do a few more times at your own pace. Connect the breath and the movement. Make your way back to neutral spine and prepare for free movement. Lean in different directions. There's no right or wrong way. This is your own exploration. Notice how the different parts of the body are feeling today. You can move in circles. Maybe move the head, the hips. Explore different positions with the palms. We'll do a few more seconds of free movement.
Make your way back to the center for our first downward facing dog. Spread the fingers, press the hands down, tuck the toes under, and come up. Free movement with the legs. Pedal the feet in place. Feel the calves stretch as you press the heels down. Eventually pause in your down dog for plank waves. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, wave forward to plank. Inhale, pause. Exhale, wave back, downward facing dog. 2 more times. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, curl the tailbone, ripple the spine forward. Inhale, stay in plank. And exhale, wave back to down dog. 1 more time. When you reach your last downward facing dog, pause there for a few seconds. Feel the lengthening in both the lower body and the upper body. From here, bend the knees and walk the hands back towards the feet for a soft forward fold. Keep the knees soft. You can keep the arms hanging or cup the elbows if that feels better. Allow the head to be heavy. Add any movements that you like here. Feel the tension melt away from the upper back, the shoulders, and the neck. If you have your elbows, let them go. With the knees soft, exhale, slowly roll up. Once you're all the way up, inhale, reach the arms up for a side stretch. Take your left wrist, reach the left arm up, and exhale, move into a side stretch to the right as you send your hips to the left. Enjoy the lengthening in the left side of the entire body. On your next breath, come back to center and switch sides. Lengthen the right arm up, side stretch to the left, press your hips to the right. Keep the face soft and breathe. Come back to the center, bring the arms behind you, interlace the fingers, a nice stretch in the chest and the shoulders. Fold forward from the hips, drape the chest over the thighs, and let the head go. Notice the wrists and the shoulders. If you can, bring the palms closer together. On your next exhale, come up. Use the power of your legs to lift you up. Once you're up, release the hands. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, straight to forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees and walk the hands forward to your downward facing dog. We'll do a vinyasa with a knee down plank. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, wave forward to plank. Inhale, drop the knees to the mat. Exhale, lower down with control. Inhale, come up for cobra. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Bring the feet closer together, then lift the right leg up. Stay for an inhale. And exhale, lightly step the right foot forward, close to the right hand. Drop your left knee down to the mat for a low lunge. Reach the arms up. Relax the shoulders and the face. Keep looking forward at one spot or add a back bend. Lift the heart and look up. If you're looking up, look forward again for a twist. Left hand on the outside of the right thigh, twist to the right and reach the right arm back. The left hand guides your hips to stay facing the front of your mat. And slowly release back to the center. Bring the hands down to the floor and step the right foot back to downward facing dog. Vinyasa. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, wave to plank. Inhale, drop the knees to the mat. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come up, cobra, relax the shoulders down away from the ears. And exhale back to downward facing dog. We'll do everything on the other side. Feet together, then left leg up. Inhale here. And exhale, lightly step your left foot forward. Drop your right knee down, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Reach the arms up, look forward or up. If you're looking up, look forward again for your twist. Right hand on the outside of the left thigh, twist to the left and reach the left arm back. Soften your gaze, relax your jaw. Come back to the center and bring the hands down to the floor. Step back to downward facing dog. Vinyasa with a full chaturanga this time. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, wave to plank. Inhale, pause. Exhale, lower down just halfway. Inhale, come up for upward facing dog. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Linger a few seconds in your down dog. Now look forward at the space between the hands. Either walk, step, or lightly hop the feet forward. Forward fold with the feet hip distance apart. Relax the upper body again. Feel free to add your variations here. With the knees soft and the arms relaxed, exhale, slowly rise. Once you're all the way up, inhale, reach the arms up for another side stretch. This time, bring the feet together, interlace the fingers, except the index fingers, arms by the ears. For a different angle of the pose, you can look at the smaller screen. Inhale, lengthen, reach up. Exhale, fold to the right, press your hips to the left. A more active side stretch here. We'll add some balancing now. Start to lift your right foot up off the ground. Move your right leg away from your standing left leg. Really work that outer right hip, outer thigh. Keep the lifted leg in line with the standing leg, not forward or behind. And slowly release. Bring the feet back together. Change the way you interlace your fingers. We'll do the other side. Inhale, lengthen, reach up. Exhale, fold to your left. Press the hips to the right. When you're ready, add the balancing. Start to lift your left foot off the ground. Move the left leg away from the standing right leg. Steady gaze. Be patient with your balance. Almost there, stay with it. And carefully release. Bring the feet back together. Release the arms, bring them behind you, interlace the fingers your non-habitual way, and fold forward from the hips. Lift the arms up, let the head go. Notice any changes in the shoulders, the elbows, and the wrists. Maybe bring the palms closer together this time. And keep the breath going. On your next exhale, use the strength of your legs to lift you all the way up. Once you're up, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms. You can step back to down dog or lightly hop back to chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing dog and exhale back to downward facing dog. Step the feet closer together and lift the right leg up. Roll the hips open to the right and bend the right knee. Look under the right arm so the head can relax. And now extend that right leg, look at the hands, and step the right foot forward. Keep the back heel lifted for a high lunge. Take your time coming up and reach the arms up. We'll add a balancing flow here. Lean forward, reach the fingertips forward. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, shift your weight to the right foot and bring the left thigh into the chest. Again, inhale, reach forward, reach back. Exhale, bring the left knee in. 3 more times. Inhale and exhale. To make it more challenging, keep your left toes hovering off the mat the whole time. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, bring the left thigh in. Stay here in a standing balancing pose. We'll add a twist. Right hand on the outside of the left thigh, twist to the left and reach the left arm back. Keep your gaze steady at one spot. Almost there. Carefully release, come back to center. Step your left foot back to a high lunge. Pause for a breath here, let that go. Then bring the hands down to the floor and turn to face the left side of your mat, the long edge of your mat. Turn your toes in, fold forward from the hips. Relax the upper body completely. Get ready to come up. Bring your hands to the hips. Use the power of your legs to lift you all the way up to standing. Warrior 2. Turn your right foot out, bend the right knee, and stretch the arms out for Virabhadrasana 2. We'll add some movement here. Inhale, reach the arms up and straighten the right leg. Exhale back to Warrior 2. Again, inhale and exhale. 3 more times. 2 more. Last one. Pause in the last Warrior 2. Feel the inner thigh stretch and the hip opening. Now reverse Warrior, turn the right palm up and reach the right arm up. Rest the left fingertips very lightly on the back leg. Challenge the right thigh to stay in the lunge. Look in any direction that feels good for your neck. And release back to Warrior 2. Straighten the right leg and turn the right foot in. With the toes turned in, exhale, fold forward from the hips. Find a grip that works for you. Grab the legs or the ankles or slide the fingers under the outside edges of the feet. Inhale, lengthen the upper body. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Gently pull the elbows out to the sides. Press the shoulders away from the ears and let the head go. Get ready to release. Hands on hips. Come up. And find Warrior 2. We'll hold the pose for a few seconds. Feel the inner thigh stretch, the hip opening. Stay strong. On your next exhale, bring the hands down to the floor. Step back to downward facing dog. Optional one-legged vinyasa. Sweep the right leg up. Keep the right leg floating up as you come to plank. And exhale, lower down, one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, both feet down, come up for your back bend. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Pause for a few seconds. Now bring the knees down to the mat and prepare for a forearm plank. Bring the forearms to the floor. Cup the elbows to measure shoulder distance. Interlace the fingers and form your triangle base. Tuck the toes under, walk the feet back to form one long line from the heels to the crown of the head. The whole body is working here. Press the heels towards the back of your mat, firm up your quads. Point your tailbone towards your heels, pull the low belly in, core is strong. Broaden the upper back, actively press your triangle base down to the floor, those forearms and elbows. Keep the neck long and breathe. Anytime you need to take a break, you can drop the knees to the mat. If you're able to stay up, then stay up. You're almost there. And release. Knees down, hips down. Untuck the toes for Sphinx pose. Keep the forearms parallel. Press the hips and the pubic bone down to the mat. Slide the elbows back as you press the heart forward. Soften the shoulders down away from the ears. We'll do another set. Form your triangle base again. Tuck the toes under and come up. So strong foundation there in your forearms, your elbows. They're actively pressing down. Full body strengthening. Stay here, or if you want more, bring the feet together and lift the right leg up. And release. Switch sides. Left leg up. And release for your second set of Sphinx pose. Enjoy the back bend, the stretch in the front of the body. Soften the face and breathe. When you're ready, start to release from your Sphinx pose. You might pass through all fours for some free movement, or if you're ready, come back up to your downward facing dog. Linger a few moments here. We'll try everything on the other side. Feet together, left leg up, roll the hips open to the left and bend the knee. Relax the head. Straighten the left leg. Look at the hands and lightly step the left foot forward. Keep the back heel lifted for your high lunge crescent pose. Once the legs feel stable, reach the arms up. We'll add our balancing flow. Lean forward, reach the fingertips forward. Inhale. Exhale, bring the right knee into the chest. Again, inhale, reach forward, reach back. Exhale, bring it in. 3 more times. For more challenge, keep your right toes hovering off the ground. 2 more. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, come up and stay up in your standing balance pose. Keep the right thigh lifted. We'll add our twist to the right. Reach the right arm back. Steady gaze. And carefully, mindfully release. Come back to the center. Step the right foot back for your high lunge. Pause for a breath here. Let that go. And then bring your hands down to the floor. Turn to face the right side of your mat. Turn the toes in. Fold forward from the hips. And start to walk your hands back as far as you can go. Let the upper body melt towards the floor. Let the head relax. Last few seconds here. And get ready to come up. Hands on hips. Use the power of your legs to lift you up and find your warrior 2 on the left. Virabhadrasana 2. Let's add the movement. Inhale, arms up, straighten the left leg. Exhale back to warrior 2. Again, inhale. And exhale. 3 more times. Pause the legs in your last warrior 2 for reverse warrior. Left palm up, left arm up. Keep that left leg in your lunge. Right fingertips rest lightly on the back leg. Look in any direction that feels good for your neck. And release back to your warrior 2. Straighten the left leg and turn the left foot in. We'll come to a wide squat. Turn your toes out. Bend the knees and drop the hips. Make sure the knees are pointing in the same direction as the toes. Nice long spine. Keep the chest lifted. Hands on your thighs. We'll do a stretch here. Press your right shoulder towards your left knee. Stay in your wide squat as much as you can. And come back to the center. Switch sides. And release, come back to the center. We're still holding our wide squat here. Stretch the arms out to the sides with your palms facing up. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears. If you can, drop the hips even lower. Challenge the legs. Stay with it, you're almost there. A little bit lower if you can. And release. Straighten the legs. Pause for a few moments to notice how you feel. And when you're ready, come back to your warrior 2 on the left. Stay for another inhale. Then exhale, bring the hands down to the floor. Step back to your down dog or one-legged vinyasa. Sweep the left leg up. Come to plank. Exhale, one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, come up for your back bend. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Pause a few seconds here. Now drop the knees to the mat for our dolphin plank. First set. Form your triangle base again as in your forearm plank earlier, but this time the legs will be in a downward facing dog position. Tuck the toes under and come up. So the head is just relaxed here, shoulders away from the ears. Move your shoulder blades away from each other. Start to walk your feet forward towards your face, any amount that's possible for you. Once you reach your edge, pause. Press the heels down towards the mat. Really feeling the sides of the upper body and the upper back working here. Stay with it a few more seconds. And release. Bring the knees down. You can sit in child's or any other pose that feels good to you. Get ready for another set of dolphin. Form your triangle base. Tuck the toes under and lift up. Actively press the forearms down, slide the shoulder blades down your back and away from each other, and start to walk your feet forward towards your face. Stay here if this is enough for you today, or if you want more, bring the feet closer together and lift the right leg up. Stay a few more seconds. And release your right leg down. Switch sides. Stay strong in your upper body. Keep the head relaxed. Keep the breath going. Almost there. And release. Child's pose, or any other pose that you're comfortable in. Observe the quality of your breath. Notice any changes in the body. And when you're ready, come up and make your way back to downward facing dog. From down dog, bend the knees and walk the hands back towards the feet. For Padangustasana, hook the big toes with the second and third fingers, seal it with the thumbs. Inhale, lengthen the upper body. Exhale, fold forward. Drape the chest over the thighs, shoulders away from the ears, let the head go. Feel a lengthening in the back of the legs. You can stay with the knees bent or go for straighter legs if that's available to you. Reach your sitting bones up, spread them apart. Now release the big toes. With the knees soft and the arms relaxed, exhale, slowly rise. Take your time. Head will come up last. Once you're up, inhale, reach the arms up. Standing back bend, hips forward, lift the heart, look up. And exhale back to center, palms together, hands to the heart, mountain pose, Tadasana. Pause a few moments here. Remember your intention for your practice today. We'll work on tree pose. You can stay where you are on your mat. I'll move so you can see the pose better. Shift your weight to your left foot. Your right foot can be close to the ground or bring it to your leg or your inner thigh. Keep the standing legs solid. Nice tall spine, palms together. Keep your gaze steady at one spot. Anytime you can add the arms, reach them up. Soften the face. Keep coming back to the breath to help your concentration. You can keep looking forward or test your balance by looking up. Notice any small changes here in your pose. If you're looking up, look forward again for our last move. Release your right hand down to your right thigh, reach the left arm up. and side stretch to the right. Stay a few more seconds here. And carefully release back to the center. Relax the arms and relax the legs. Try the other side. Shift your weight to your right foot. Find the appropriate placement of your left foot. Your standing leg and left foot are pressing towards each other. Keep that nice tall spine. One spot gaze. Anytime you can add your arms, reach them up. Experiment with your gazing point. You can look forward or challenge your balance by looking up. If you are looking up, we'll look forward again for our last move. Left arm down to the left thigh, reach the right arm up, move into your side stretch to the left. Almost there. And carefully, mindfully, start to release back to center. Relax the arms, relax the legs. Find your Tadasana again. Plant the feet hip distance apart, bring the palms together, and whatever happened on that last sequence, let it go. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, open the mouth. Again, inhale. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, reach the arms up. Standing back bend, lift the heart, look up. Exhale, go straight to forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees and walk the hands forward to your downward facing dog. Vinyasa with the optional double push-up. Lift the heels, come to plank. Lower down just halfway. Push back up again to plank. Then lower down halfway and inhale to your back bend. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Step the feet closer together, then lift the right leg up. Roll the hips open to the right and bend the right knee. Stay here, or if you practice Wild Thing, lightly tap the right foot to the floor behind you, spin your back foot, lift the hips, the heart, and reach the right fingertips towards the front. Relax the head. As smoothly as you can, make your way back to downward facing dog with your right leg still floating up. Prepare for your half pigeon. Bend the right knee and bring the right knee behind the right wrist. Drop the back leg, untuck the back toes. Try to keep the hips nice and even, fingertips to the floor. Inhale, lift the heart, wave up. Exhale, wave down. Again, inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, wave down. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, wave down and stay down for your sleeping pigeon. Walk the hands forward, rest your forehead either on your arms or on the floor. Be patient with the body. Notice any sensations that come up. On your next breath, slowly start to release. Walk the hands back. Plant the palms and make your way back to downward facing dog. Optional vinyasa here. You can do your one-legged vinyasa with the right leg floating up. You can also add a double push-up here. Lower down just halfway, push back up, lower down, then both feet down for your upward facing dog, and exhale back to downward facing dog. We'll try everything on the other side. Bring the feet closer together. Lift the left leg up, roll the hips open to the left and bend the knee. Stay here or wild thing. Lightly tap your left foot to the floor. Spin the back foot. Lift the hips, the heart. Reach the fingertips forward. Let the head go. Enjoy the opening in the front of the body and breathe. Smoothly back to your downward facing dog. Keep the left leg floating up for your half pigeon on the left. Bend the knee. Bring the left knee behind the left wrist. Drop the right knee down. Untuck the back toes. Fingertips to the floor for your waves. Inhale, lift the heart, wave up. Exhale, wave down. Again, inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Exhale, wave down and stay down. Sleeping pigeon. Observe the body. Notice if one side feels different from the other side. Make sure there's no unnecessary tension in the face, the neck, and keep the breath going. We'll slowly start to release. Come up. Take your time here. Make your way to downward facing dog. Several vinyasa options here. You can try your one-legged with the left leg floating up. Maybe even add a double push-up. Let's meet in downward facing dog. Pause a few moments here. We'll get ready for our headstand, Shirshasana. We'll drop the knees to the mat. If you don't practice headstand, you can also practice your dolphin pose. Form your triangle base. If you're doing your headstand, bring the crown of the head to the floor, press the palms on the back of the head, very little weight on the head and the neck. Really use your forearms here. Tuck your toes under, come up. And start to walk your feet forward towards your face. 2 ways to get into your headstand. You can bend the knees and bring the knees into the chest and approach from there. Or keep the legs straight and pike up. Lift the legs up with control, using the strength of your upper body and core. Press the balls of the feet up towards the sky. Keep the breath going. Hold the pose as long as possible for you. When you're ready to release, slowly bring the legs down. Drop the knees to the mat. Sit in child's pose. Keep the arms reaching forward. Or bring your arms by your sides with the palms facing up. Or practice any pose that you feel good in after your headstand. We'll start to cool down here. Slow down the breath, slow down the heart rate. Soften any tension that might be in the face or the neck or the shoulders. If you're in child's pose, we'll slowly come up, roll up. Make your way into a seated pose for some seated stretches. Bring the legs in front of you for Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Walk the hips back. Inhale, lengthen the upper body. Exhale, fold forward from the hips, lead with the chest. Pause when you meet resistance in the pose. Breathe through the sensations. Keep the feet active. Press the heels forward. Press your toes back towards your face. The hands can rest anywhere. The legs, the ankles, or the feet. Last few seconds in your pose. And slowly release. Come up and walk the hands back. Upavishta Konasana, wide-legged forward fold. Bring the legs out wide and walk the hips back. Make sure the pelvis is tilted forward. Keep the feet active. Maintain length in the spine. Fingertips behind you to keep the chest lifted, or bring your hands in front of you. On your inhales, lengthen the upper body, and on your exhales, fold forward any amount that you can. Take your time in exploring the pose. Be aware of the sensations in the inner thighs, the hips, maybe the low back. Be patient in your exploration. Soften the face and breathe. Find a place in the pose that's right for you. Carefully work towards your edge. Lead with your chest as you fold forward. And take your last few deep breaths here. When you're ready, carefully, mindfully start to release and walk your hands back. Notice how the body feels. We'll bring the legs together, prepare for bridge pose. Plant the feet hip distance apart. Slowly roll all the way down to your back. Press the feet down, lift the hips up. Walk the elbows closer together and interlace the fingers. Press the feet and the arms down to help lift the hips and the chest up. We won't hold our bridge pose very long. Let's enjoy the opening in the front of the body. And slowly release. Unclasp the fingers, roll all the way down. Once you're all the way down, supine bound angle, bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees drop to the sides. Relax the arms anywhere. On your next breath, release. We'll do a second set of the back bend. You can do bridge again, or if you prefer a more active back bend like wheel pose and it's part of your practice, go ahead and bring the palms by your ears, fingertips face the shoulders. On an exhale, press the feet and the hands down to lift yourself up. Relax the head. Work towards straighter arms as you press your chest towards the back of your mat. Whenever you're ready to release from wheel, tuck the chin in first so it's the back of your head that lands and not your crown. And slowly, with control, come all the way down, upper back, mid back, hips come down last. If you're in bridge, release your pose as well. Once your hips are all the way down, bring your feet to the edges of your mat. Bring the inner thighs and the knees together for windshield wipers. Move your legs side to side. Make your way back to the center for a supine cow face pose. Wrap your right thigh as tightly as you can over your left thigh. Lift the feet off the ground to keep the feet flexed. Hands on your shins or on your feet. As you hug your thighs into the chest, press your tailbone down towards the floor as if resisting the stretch. Notice the sensations in the lower body. Keep the face soft and relaxed, and breathe. On your next breath, release from your pose for eagle twist. Drop your knees to the left, press the right shoulder down. If the twist is too intense, uncross the legs for a simple reclining twist with the legs stacked. Take one last breath here. And release, come back to the center. We'll do the other side. Cross your left thigh as tightly as you can over the right thigh. Keep the feet flexed. Lift the feet off the ground. Hands on the shins or on the feet. Feel the play of opposites here as you hug the thighs in towards the chest. Press your tailbone down, your hips down towards the floor, and breathe. On your next breath, release from your pose for eagle twist. Drop your knees to the right, press your left shoulder down, or simple reclining twist with the legs stacked. Enjoy the breath, enjoy the twist. Last few seconds here. And release, come back to the center. Hug the knees into the chest. Move into your happy baby pose. Bring the knees wide, lift the feet. Hands can be on your thighs, your legs, or your ankles. Actively press your tailbone down towards the mat. Stay here or add any movements that you like. Maybe sway gently side to side or explore extending the legs. Anytime you can release from your pose and prepare for Shavasana. Relax the feet, the legs, arms by your sides with the palms facing up. Allow the fingers to soften and naturally curl in. Close the eyes and feel them become heavier in the sockets. Soften the entire face. Relax your tongue and let it fall away from the roof of the mouth. Shavasana is a time for complete surrender. Let everything go. We'll stay here a few more minutes. Keep still and rest. If you need more time in Shavasana, feel free to stay longer. When you are ready to reawaken, still keep the eyes closed and start with small movements anywhere. The toes, the fingers. Move the head side to side. Take your time to move around and stretch the entire body. Slowly bend your knees, roll over to one side. Pause when you get there, resting your head on your arms. Enjoy a few more moments of peace and quiet. Whenever you're ready, press away from the floor and come up. Head will come up last. Come to any seated pose. Sit with your spine nice and tall. Observe how you feel after our practice. Bring your palms together in front of the heart. Bow the head down in gratitude. Remember the intention that you set at the start of our practice. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let everything go. Take this peaceful energy and this mindfulness with you as you go through the rest of your day. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Namaste.